I'm Scott Lechley from Lechley Associates. We're a construction orientated recruitment business looking after senior staff members within the UK construction industry, and we also work internationally. I've always been very keen on saving time to be able to speak to people in more detail, really, and anything that can save me some time. I'm happy to take a look at. I went through the stuff with Sahil and it was fantastic. I mean, relatively easy to use, and when I couldn't understand what I was doing, Sahil did it. So the whole point is just to save some time, and I'm prepared to work through any of those sort of things to do that. Recruit CRM has always been an integral part of what we do, and to be able to link it with other apps and other processes that we have was a great piece of news that we had from Sean and Sahil. We've gone through, looked at our processes, just simple stuff as well, really, that takes time, that it will actually take checks off. For example, we've got an automation in there that checks the email addresses via Apollo. It's literally just a checkbox, and it will go back and check that. The inspiration behind it all is I explained to Sahil where we had problems, and he came up with some solutions. One in particular, which is fantastic, which we've built some of the morning processes around, is I get delivered a Google worksheet with 20 clients and 20 candidates on, two separate worksheets, which I can work through, keep the data updated, and it's become a part of the daily process, which allows me to keep on top of the details and the information within Recruit CRM. What we do is feel. In terms of the numbers, I wouldn't like to. I don't think I can actually put that on, but I do feel that I am keeping on top of my workload a lot better. The automation, as I've just described there previously, about the daily monitoring, that it's been invaluable, really. It just gives me something to focus on. In terms of other areas, it's the way that automation works with AI. The fact that we can speak to Sahil and he can give us up-to-date ways of doing things, other ways that other companies are doing stuff. It's just about saving time. If we can save a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes on each of the processes that we carry out, it gives me extra time to speak to those clients and candidates during the day. Everything's been fantastic with Recruit CRM and the automation. I mean, Sahil is just fantastic. He's one of my favourites. I'll quite happily phone up, and he'll come up with some new ideas, new ways of doing things. If I describe something, and I'm not necessarily always the best person to describe things, but Sahil knows what I'm talking about. He can implement that, and it's an absolute pleasure. If sometimes you'll get a piece of software or a new way of doing things, and you won't necessarily know how to use it, and it all becomes a bit of a mismatch, and you end up not using it. However, if I'm not using it properly, Sahil will tell me that I'm not using it properly, and explain to me what I do need to do or how I need to improve the process. So support, second to none. In terms of the companies that we work with or the other companies we deal with, Recruit CRM. I've got no doubt I would recommend it to whoever, if somebody's looking to implement these sort of changes or looking at AI and workflow. Then the support that comes from Recruit CRM to implement this and to allow us to carry out these processes with a supportive and friendly way of actually going about doing it. I've got nothing but good things to say, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody thinking about putting some automation into place into your recruitment business.